have little moments where you don't, have like weight loss, but maybe you have inch loss or your energy gets even better.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing. So, the reason why we have these calls are to learn and grow together as a team. Herbalife is the best in the world, so we always have new things coming at us. We want to keep up on new promotions. It's awesome to just be able to learn in a small, intimate group. We build relationships here as well. So stay tuned every single Sunday. Put it in your calendar, set a reminder if needed. We're always here every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I guess 7 Central. So we do have a couple announcements to make. And I wanted to congratulate Lauren Piazza. She had her first cut of the DAP promo. Absolutely amazing. And also, Miss Leslie hit her second cut of DAP, and she hit qualified producer. So pin changes coming. They're happening all over the place. March is our month, so let's keep grinding. Always keep your video on, stay present, and we're really excited about the rest of the call. We're going to be going over some wins first, and then we'll do our March STS takeaways. So, does anybody want to start off with some wins? Puppy, come on, stop.
I will.
Yes, let's get it.
All right. So as of right now, we have 21 people pre-registered for our 5th Fit Camp, with a lot more people to call. Yeah, we have over 20 more people to call, so I know that number is going to rise. And as soon as we get off this call, Lisa and I will be talking to a potential business partner. So I'm really excited about that. She's a fit camper, and she won our before and after. She has incredible results. She's a mommy, and it's awesome. She sounds ready, so I think we'll be pretty much signing her up when we get off this call. I'm excited. Lisa knows.
That's exciting.
Yes, I'm excited.
I knew a coach was coming from that fit camp.
I know. You and I have been speaking it into existence for a long time.
Yes, so happy for you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll go.
Okay.
Can y'all hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wi-Fi is iffy. So my roommate and my best friend Sam, she's on day 3 of her trials, already lost 15 pounds.
Wow.
And yeah, insane. It's mind-boggling. But we have a couple other girls that live with us in this house, and one of them's getting on a trial pack tomorrow, and the other is getting on a trial pack on Tuesday.
Yay.
So, of the results they've seen living with us for anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks. So
wow.
they're yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. You're definitely the right person to live with. Sounds like.
And I can say I can be a good coach because I see everything they do.
Yes, exactly. That'll be great for accountability for sure. Yeah. Congratulations. That's so great.
Where is Sam?
She wasn't on it tonight. She wasn't feeling well.
Oh, good. Her results are amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Finally she lost a bunch of weight just drinking shakes with everything else. But she's been on a legit program for a couple of days, and it's astounding. It's crazy. Her body is responding amazing. It's insane.
That's so great. Congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody else want to share some wins from the week?
I'll go ahead and go.
Sure.
So I met up with a friend of mine who's been trying to get me in her company for a while now at Frito-Lay, the factory where she works, and they're doing a wellness on April 4th. So she has got me in there to come in and sample shakes. So I'm super excited about that. Got supposed to meet somebody for a trial on Tuesday. And so far I'm having the best month ever. My documented volume is 1,085 as of right now. So I'm super, super excited about that.
Wow.
Way to go, Susan.
Thank you.
Great job. Way to work. I heard that Lisa's been working closely with you, so that's awesome. Yay. All right, anybody want to share next?
I'll
No, I've shared, but I'll share. Go ahead. People, it was quiet. I was just going to share again.
Okay, I'll share with you guys. Yeah. I got my invites for the nutrition club. Can you see them?
Yes.
How cool, right? So I'm excited about those. I got 5,000.
Yes, that is so awesome. It's like real life now.
I know, right? And just everything's. I'll send you guys updated pictures, but it's cool. It's gonna be really awesome. I can't wait for you guys to visit in fall for the Kansas City Nutrition Club training. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes, that's so awesome. So awesome. Anybody else like to share some wins?
I do.
Oh, hey.
Hello, everybody. This beginning of last week, I think it was Monday, a coworker that has been really hesitant about getting the shakes. I've let her try samples. She really liked the wild berry. The other one she wasn't too fond about or happy about it, but she liked the wild berry. And I've been telling her it's gonna help. And she's one of those that always eats out and like complains about her weight. And I'm always saying like try Herbalife. I have given you samples, and if it works for you, then you can keep going and you'll lose all the weight you're talking about. So she finally ordered Monday, and she got some shakes, and she got the Prolesa. And then I also talked to somebody, when was it? Yesterday or Friday? Something. I talked to somebody that lived around my parents' neighborhood where I used to live, and she said she's going to order some shakes sometime this week, and she's going to get her brother and her boyfriend to join also.
Wow, big referrals there. All I heard was referral. That is awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
People will come around when they're ready. So, as referring to your first coworker, the one that you were talking about. So funny. So funny. They'll sit there and talk. Oh, I don't like it. I'm not comfortable in my skin. I need to lose weight.
And she's one of those that I feel so. She's one of those talk about. I feel so fat while she's like eating like omelet or a cheeseburger or something like that.
Yeah, that used to be me. That's so funny. Congratulations. Way to talk to everybody. You have like been on fire with talking to everybody. So that's really awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else like to go next?
I have one more win.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I actually legitimately give myself like a 10 this week. Hello. So that's for me. Like everywhere I went, everything I did, like even just being around the house, I was Brandon always.
So you were breaking up just a little bit. I heard a lot of branded, which is awesome. Thank you for sharing.
All week, yeah.
That's great. See, that's part of it. Great job, girl. We're proud of you, and it's good to see your face tonight. All right, anybody else like to share? Oh, I can't even tell. Is Amanda still talking? I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go. Did anybody else like to share? I'm so sorry. I honestly, I heard like the last little bit, and all I heard was branded, which is amazing.
I heard branded too.
Me too.
Awesome.
Good. I saw your button on in like every picture.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
I'd like to go. I can share real quick if nobody else wants to step up. Actually, I just drew a blank. Oh, so this week, I got 2 new clients. Yeah, 2 new clients this week. I also helped Mary get her very first client all ordered. She sold 1 trial pack, and her trial pack was like amazing. I think the girl ended up losing like 7 or 8 pounds, something like that, on her 3-day trial. I'm like, holy cow. So she was like, she ordered day 2. So that was awesome. Felt really good helping her out. And then what else? Oh, I've had a couple people message me from like a long time ago, and that's been like a reoccurring theme. And I think it's because I'm like posting more on social media, which we'll be touching on social media within the next call or so. But I've been really, really intentional about what I'm posting. And a lot of people that hit me up in the beginning of my journey are now coming around again. So, you know, everybody's always watching. So continue to do your DMO, whatever that DMO is, like everybody's watching. So be consistent, and they need to see that you're consistent with whatever you're doing. Anybody else?
I was gonna wait for my sister to show up, but I don't know where she's at. So of course, I introduced her a while back. My sister became a distributor underneath me, and she got her first client. And I was gonna introduce both of them actually, but I've been real consistent with like wearing my button, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people that have, I guess they've been watching me for a while, have been reaching out. So I'm super excited about that. So, and I've been like really strict on like my 2 shakes, my meals, taking my supplements, and I exercise a lot. So now that my mom's here, I have more time. So I'm like really, really excited because I'm like, my sister's here. So, but yeah, I'm really excited. Come here. So this is my sister, and this is the team, Ashley. I just wanted to introduce and let them know how much weight you've lost and what made you looks like what, 35 to 50 pounds out there? I don't know. Yeah, she's lost 35 pounds and her energy has gone up a lot.
Don't have headaches anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So super excited to have her. She's really excited as well, and she's sharing it a lot at her job. So
Yay.
super stoked about that.
Go girl.
Ashley, I swear your sister had nonstop talked about wanting you to join our team since like day 1. Like,
Yeah.
on day 1, like, I want her to join. She's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. Like, it's always been her like a major why, right?
Yeah. And that good thing, I've also been listening to a lot of motivational speakers. So I've been like on like Jim Rohn and on Les Brown every morning. I'd literally done it every morning this week on my way to work. And then like I was just cooking just now before I got on the call, and I listened to him again. So I have to get my mindset straight.
Yay. Awesome job, girl. I can definitely tell. And welcome to the team, sissy. Anybody else like to share? No? All right. Well, I think it's time to move on to the next portion of our call, the best part, our STS takeaways. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Coach Courtney.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't even realize I had taken myself off mute. Yes. So we're sorry, we're eating dinner. So he was passing me something, and I was like, wait a second. Yes. So I get to do the fun part of our call with STS takeaways. Our wins are amazing. So congratulations, everybody. Sorry. Yes. So events, first things first, everyone should be going to events for a couple of reasons. If you're not going to events and you're serious about growing an Herbalife business, it's not going to happen. I don't mean to be mean, but it's not going to happen, because events are where we learn. And there's a lot going on in Herbalife right now with the marketing plan and the new products that are about to come out. It's amazing. And just so much stuff, guys. We have to be going to events. It's important. And, second thing, if you're trying to work in a nutrition club and you're not going to events, it's not going to happen. not I get to be the real one on the call. Woo! But it's not going to happen because we need to make sure that we are up to date on Herbalife. Because if people come into the club and they ask you, about certain things and you don't go to events, you're not going to be able to answer them. So, this is a business. If you were working at a regular job, you wouldn't be able to miss your meetings. So you shouldn't feel any differently about your Herbalife meetings. That also goes along with our calls, and it goes on with the LDWs and the extravaganzas. So get with your coach if you're not going to them, and let's figure it out. So, events are amazing. So I know we had a lot of people go to them this month, and I really think most of the people on this call went to them. So that's awesome. So we definitely know who, are serious about their businesses. So we had people in Maryland, Florida, North Carolina, Kansas. If anyone would like to go first, we can maybe go through states, or it doesn't really matter. Just who would like to go first? If no one goes, I'll call on you.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So I go to the DC Metro STS, and we had my favorite person on earth, I swear. She's like my role model in Herbalife. Her name is millionaire team member Casey Roncalli. So she's a single mommy. She's from Massachusetts, and her daughter and my daughter are around the same age. So I really clicked with her and her background, her story and everything. So we've chatted here and there on Facebook, and I met her for the first time at the airport on the way to Extravaganza. So that was the moment where we really clicked, and we started communicating back and forth on Facebook Messenger. And she would randomly message me, tell me that she would have dreams about me becoming full-time Herbalife, and she's just a breath of fresh air, and she brought it. This was only her second STS ever, so she brought all the goods. And I just wanted to share things that she does at her shake parties. So if you're friends with her on social media, you see a lot of shake parties and raffles. Those are her two main things that she does with her team. So with shake parties, she gave the basics, train your team to do shake parties. So be there with them for the first 2 or 3 parties, and then let them go. But basically within her organization, she has everybody schedule a shake party at least once a week. So no matter what, if you're on her team, you're having a shake party once a week. And it's a collective thing. If you're local, all coaches go to all shake parties. So you can all contribute stories to the HOM at the end. And then what it does is build unity, obviously, because you're all constantly doing it together. It provides more product knowledge to your newer coaches. It delivers the full HOM experience. So with a lot of coaches there, it's very, very powerful to be, surrounded by so many stories and sharing and all that. They do this thing called bundles. So she printed out bundles, and she laminated them, and it was on a little key ring, and you can just flip through. So there was 3 different bundles, I think she had. Yeah, there was 3 different bundles. So one bundle had Total Control, T, Aloe, 2 Formula 1s, and a PDM. And that bundle was called Weight Loss and Added Energy. And then they had the second bundle, which was Total Control, T, Aloe, 2 Formula 1s, a PDM, the Aminogen, Formula 3, and Herbal Lifeline. And that was called the Weight Loss, Energy, and Absorption bundle. And they also had skin bundles printed out as well. So basically at the end of the shake party, whoever attends is given these 3 bundles to pick from. So that is a lot of volume. All of those packages, it's here, you can have this, this, or this. Which one do you want? That's a ton of volume coming to you, and that's a lot of results going to them. So I thought that was really cool to see that she threw all that together. And was that all? Yeah. Oh, and she touched on spa parties. She was if you're not selling the Herbalife skin line, then you're missing out on a lot. So she does the same way that she does shake parties, she does separate spa parties. And the way that her tables are decorated, I'm just holy crap. They look so, I don't even know how to explain it. They looked so extravagant, except for it was just little dollar store items that she threw on a table and made everything look nice. It was really, really simple and easy. But and then she has the whole setup there. Like she has the whole skin line, everything. And then she does like raffles at her parties all the time because she's like raffle queen as well. So I thought that was really cool how she talked about spa parties and shake parties and really gave us like everything that she does. I can expand more at another time, but that's really what I wanted to share.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's powerful. She's probably really confident when she says like this program, this program, this program, and this is how much it is. So that's cool. Thank you for sharing. Before we go further, Melissa, would you mind muting your microphone? It's just a little loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was muted. I couldn't figure out. At first, I couldn't even hear you, and I was like, "Is it muted now?" Now I can't hear you.
Courtney, now you're muted.
Now I'm muted. Yes. Are you new to our call? That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is like the second time I've ever been on a call.
Cool. Well, welcome to our call.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, my thing says it's muted, but I don't know how to mute it.
Now it is not, but I don't know, maybe the host can probably do it. It's all good. You're good now. You're muted, but now your screen's off too, but it's okay. It's all good. Yes. Fernando, you and the unmute game.
Sorry, Courtney, I
All
muted
I
you.
heard was my name.
Fernando, you were at STS, right?
Yes, I was.
Awesome. Do you want to go next?
Sure, why not? So Gabby pretty much said a lot of it, but one thing I did get that she didn't mention from what she was talking about is when she would tell people like the prices, like just tell them the price or tell them the certain thing and just don't say anything else. Like with me, I actually do this now. Like I'm trying to work on it, but like just tell them that the shakes are this price, the shakes are this price, the total will be this, and just let them, like, just don't say anything else. Don't try to like, I don't know, but if you get this, you can get it cheaper, or you can get this, and like, just tell them what the price is, and they'll either get it now or they'll come back around to it, and they'll eventually see that they'll need it or want it, and then they'll do that. So just try not to just have a set, like, what the price range is or what the actual program they need to get, and just let them know what it is, and then just don't say anything.
Yes. I love it. That is so powerful.
Yeah, because I do that now, and I'm trying to stop. But I tell them like, oh, it might be too much. Or, like, in my head, I'm thinking it might be too much. Like, you can get this, and get this, and this. I know it'll help them, but then I also don't want them to like not do it because they think it's too much. So I keep like trying to talk it down, but I'm trying to slowly like just say what it is, and then just let them think about it.
Yeah. That's great. That's really, really, really powerful because you'd be mind blown about how many people are just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then your confidence level goes up. Though then you're just like $200.
Yep.
Yeah,
That actually happened with my first client. My first client that I actually got, like, the products actually had her first order was about like $200. When I was thinking like, oh, just get the shake and the protein and this and that, and I told her what to get, but I didn't know she was actually going to get all of it, and she just went all out, and I was like, okay.
You just
yes, that's so awesome. I have to add, a lot of, like Fernando, it took me a while to do this, and I'm glad that you shared it. Took me a while to like stop talking people out of products. And I had a lady that told me that she only wanted to spend $100. That's it. She was like, just $100. I was like, okay, let me throw together, shake, protein, drink mix, whatever. And she ended up looking on my website and like, obviously seeing a lot more. And she ended up ordering $175 worth of products. And she was so set on 100. But then you just have to like let them think about it. They know they have more. They know they have more than what they think they're going to spend.
Can I add to that too? Because I think this is good. I think this is good what you said, Fernando. So, okay, imagine this: you got the worst flu ever, and you go to the doctors, and the doctors is like, "Okay, go home. I want you to take 2 tablets." Well, no, maybe I'll just take 1. Oh, maybe you should just get half a prescription. Like that's never gonna happen, right? Because the doctor's going to say, this is what's going to resolve your flu. And you're going to be like, okay. And you're going to follow the directions. It's no different. People are coming to Herbalife because they want results. So we just say, we want them, like you even said it, we want to get them the best results ever. So if we believe that a lean and fit plus snack defense and Aminogen is the best results for that person, and you say it with confidence, that's what they're going to get a lot of the time. You know what I mean? So don't feel like, I'll do less. Because that would never happen if you went to the doctors and you wanted to get rid of the flu. People come to you because they want to lose 10 pounds or 30 pounds or gain muscle or whatever. So it's good. It's a good conversation because I'm sure a lot of people are learning from you, Fernando, which is awesome.
Yeah, and like it's when you do the budget sheet with them sometimes. I had a couple that was spending $2,000 on takeout food.
Oh wow.
That was what they said. Like he was spending about $1,200, she was spending about $1,000. Like now I save them a lot of money. But it's just mind blowing. You never know. And if you're doing the budget sheet with them, then you're like, whoa, do you know how much money you spend on takeout? I get to save you $1,000. And now they order all kinds of Herbalife. So thank you for bringing that up because that is powerful. And Brad was talking about that on a call like a couple weeks ago. And it's really good to just be confident and then say nothing. So thank you for sharing. Yeah. Who would like to go next? Susan, were you at STS?
Yeah, I was going to say I'll go ahead and go next to continue on with Casey. She was amazing. I mean, she did a lot of stuff that we already do as a team, like the Success Finder and the team raffles that we do. She mentioned like doing your own personal raffles. She mentioned like doing 2 Herbalife posts a day. Even if they're just intentional, like, a picture, with your button on or you drinking your shake or something like that. She does also the No Talking Facebook groups, which is amazing. I go back to those a lot, looking through the scripts. What else? Talking. She said, wear bright colors when you're out. Always say hi and compliment them, and do a calendar with what you want to accomplish that day and stick to your calendar. See, when you surround yourself with greatness, greatness shows up. Do like a grateful list. Dream so big that people think you're crazy. And then, the big thing was shake parties, was really getting out there and having shake parties all the time.
Awesome. Those are great. Those are really great. Shake parties are fun too. You can meet so many different people, even with your clients. Like I tell them all the time, oh yeah, remember that shake party I did on Super Saturday? We could do one of those with your friends or people at work. So that's really cool. Thank you guys for sharing. And I know that was like a dream come true, Gabby. Gabby loves Casey. Awesome. I'd like to go next because we have Miss Alexis coming on here in about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and if you guys can, 1 or 2, let's do 1 or 2 of your favorite things. Who would like to go?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just new to all of this and I just started and everything. And I'm working on getting more and more clientele. And one of the things that I've noticed that I've really starting to pique people's interest is I did the math and I figured out that if you did a shake twice a day, every day for a month, it would cost you $3.33 for both of them. And that's what I tell people. I don't tell them what the full product's going to cost because we'll get there. But I'm going to tell you, $3.33 is a lot cheaper than going anywhere else, and you're getting full. And that I think really sparked people's interest. They're like, oh, well, oh, I could spend $3.33 for 2 meals. Okay, that sounds reasonable. And so then they are like, oh, well, can I get your Herbalife so I can look into it, you know? And I got to call them tomorrow. And I've got a couple other people that are going on my website tomorrow. So I'm like really excited. And I think that breaking it down so it didn't seem so expensive made it a lot easier for them to be like, oh, this is totally doable.
Yes. That is awesome. Definitely breaking it down, because $3.33 is nothing.
Yeah, that was with
money.
Yeah, that was with the shake and the extra protein, the added that's for you wanted to just add more protein. I just added it up and that's what it came up to, and I was like, wow, I could totally handle that.
Absolutely. That's great. That's great. And that goes along with what Fernando was saying. $3.33 a day.
Yep.
1 whole month is this. Boom.
Yep.
I watched the day 4 video. She talks about that in the day 4 video too, like breaks it down day by day. So if you guys familiarize like yourself with what Kelly says, that's really powerful too. Because she breaks it down really well as well. Yes. Who would like to go next? Thank you so much for sharing, Melissa.
I'll share. So you guys, Melissa and I went to the Kansas and Missouri STS, which a lot of you guys already got to be on a call like 2 months ago with Shannon Jackson. So you guys know we love Shannon Jackson. She's amazing. And I'm just happy my water didn't break in the cave. So I was really excited about that. It made it to part of the event. And it was really, really great. I love her. And bottom line, like, she's always, like, I don't want to say preaching, but, like, she's always a believer that this is a business about relationships, period. This is a business of relationships. Like, get that in your head, you guys. This is not a business of selling product. This is not a business of, you know, all these different things. It is all relationship based. So I love that. And that's always intertwined in what she's talking about. And she did a section on, like, a whole bunch of quotes that other people had shared with her. And she's like really, she's so cute and lovable, but I'm telling you, she's like raw and she's real. So she like tells you how it is. And this is one of the things she said, you guys, if your friends don't understand your grind, they don't need to be in your life in full capacity. And I think as you go on in Herbalife and you realize like, gosh, I really like to make my dreams come true and I can do some amazing, like life-changing things and leave a legacy for my family, then you realize like the people that are trying to slow you down, or they don't get it, or not intentionally trying to slow you down, but they just don't understand, like, why would you wake up at 4:25, you know, or that's when I wake up, or, you know, or why would you do this or that, the other? They don't get it because they don't have that same drive, because they haven't been given the vision and belief that we have. So I like that she said that, because it kind of allows you to think about, you know, certain people that maybe do bring negativity into your life, or just not as supportive as we all are supportive of each other's like dreams. And then that leads me over to a quote that she gave from Lance Breeden, which is her sponsor, which is, we fight for each other's dreams. That's our job. And so I love that so much. Actually, I get chills saying that, because, you know, when we share our whys on this call, or you share that with your sponsor and they share it with, you know, maybe their sponsor, we're like really, like, that becomes like part of our why too. You know, you want to retire your husband, or you want to do something for your mother, or you want to do something for your children. Like, that becomes why we become so passionate about Herbalife, because we're all so connected and we want that so much for you. So I think saying that we fight for each other's dreams, that's our job. That is our job, which is so amazing. So those are what I wanted to share.
Those are great. Those are really great. Shannon Jackson's awesome.
We love her.
Yeah, her call from,
what was it?
When we had her, it was awesome. Yes, who would like to go next? We have North Carolina, Florida.
I'll go. So, I went to the Charlotte STS with Nikki Callentine, and she talked about how there are 2 yous and how they both exist. And basically, there's a you that's driven by fear, which is, it needs that that you needs outside validation. It needs approval. The mindset is set to lack or always needing something. It repels success, needs it too much, feels like we need the perfect plan. And that brings me to where Nikki said that a perfect balance is a unicorn. She said that you should strive for harmony, and she put it in she compared it to like a symphony, because she said, what if at a symphony everybody played at the same high note, like that intense note at the same time? Like, it would sound like a hot mess. But you have different instruments playing at highs and lows, and and it all works together. And so she broke down how the you that's driven by love, or your genius, it confirms for you, it's focused on actions. There's no attachment to approval. It burns all plan B bridges. There's a natural flow of success. It plans to work and works the plan. So the mindset is set to abundance only. So that was the biggest thing that I took away from Nikki. She was an awesome speaker.
Yes. Sorry, I muted myself. That's great. Yay. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Yes, they talked a lot about abundance at my SCS too. All right. Who would like to go next? Tiffany, would you like to go next?
Courtney.
Go ahead, girl. I'll go after you.
Okay, so all right, so mom and daughter.
You're breaking up. Or is that me? Is that me or her?
It's her.
Tiffany?
I think it's her.
Okay. Well, while you come back on, Tiffany. Oh, there you are. Now you're muted. You muted, girl. I can't read lips. I wish I could.
Sorry. So we had mom and daughter. I don't know how to say their last name. Can you guys hear me?
I don't know how to say their last name either.
Oh man.
McClure.
McClure.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we had Laura and Kaylee McClure. They're really nice. They're so pretty. My mom and daughter, they're just so pretty. I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Was her daughter, Kaylee, it was her first time speaking in front of everyone. And what I got from her was a complete 90-day plan. So what she said was create discipline, no excuses, time management. So when you're focused on doing Herbalife, you should block that time, just focus on Herbalife. Track everything, create love, and you have to keep going. Even if it gets tough, you have to keep going. So I really, really like that. Another thing that spoke to me, I used to be a server bartender. So I know so many servers and bartenders that I don't we always love your personality. We look for you to see on my team. That's
I can't hear her.
We can't hear you, girl.
Oh, my signal sucks.
There we go. We can hear you now. Can you start over?
So, can you hear me now?
Yes, the very last thing of what you said, like what you were saying, the very last thing we didn't hear.
I've lived here in Fayetteville for so long, and I know so many bartenders or servers, right? So, like she said, whenever she goes to a restaurant, if she really likes the server's personality, she like gives them like an invitation to like join her team and like drops that little bombshell about Herbalife to them. Like, I love your personality. We're looking for people like you to join our team. And, you know, she gets to speaking to him, like, I love your energy or something like that. And that got me to thinking, I know so many bartenders or so many servers around Fayetteville. I did 10 years in that industry, you know? So I was just like, I could be talking to all those people because I know a lot of people here that I just don't talk to because I'm like, oh, they're not interested in Herbalife. But they probably could be interested. So that gave me ideas. But I really enjoyed it. And plus, my sister was there. And whatever they said got her to join my team. So,
That's
but
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, BTC was amazing. We had our body transformation payout. So that's always fun to do. Yes. Awesome. Yes, we did have our.
I think that's what got my sister.
Yes, that's cool. Yes. Is there anybody else? I just want to ask real fast because I'll share and then I'm going to wrap up real fast and pass it to Alexis. All right, cool. So thank you everyone for sharing. I actually went to the same STS that Tiffany did, and it was really cool because I haven't really heard a lot of mom and daughter, and it was cool to hear it from a child's perspective. So someone who grew up in Herbalife, that was all she ever knew. She did not join Herbalife right away. She thought her mom was nuts. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to college. I'm going to figure out Herbalife. No. So she went to college and she gained like 30 pounds. And she got a job and she was miserable. She worked in corporate America and she was miserable. And so one day she just woke up and she realized that like her mom knew what she was talking about. And so I just thought that was really cool. But so she had been going on the vacations and stuff, and it was cool she explained how cool it was when she earned her first one. And so it was just cool to get that experience. But they talked a lot about relationships. So your relationships with your clients and follow up, and it not always being just about like, hey, you need to order more product, or hey, how's your product going? It's like really like picking up the phone and calling them, and if, you know, taking notes when you see them and their child plays soccer, like how's your daughter's soccer going? And like remembering things like that. And, you'll build relationships with them and they'll order forever. She has like clients who are ordering, what was it, $700? I was telling Josh about it. She's got a client who every single month orders 700 to 1,000 volume points a month. Every single month. She's had her for 6 years, the entire time. And all she's ever done is just loved on her. And so she was like, if you just love on them and take them really good care of them, they're going to order from you consistently. And so I got that. So I've been really good at, you know, working on my follow-up from that. I liked the fact that they talked a lot about financial freedom, which was really cool to hear about. She talked a lot about money and budgeting, which is something Josh and I needed to hear. So we kind of took some stuff from the budgeting. But she said, you know, the journey of life is not meant to be feared. And every training these days, and something that they like really talked about, was to be coachable and be open to growth. And it's hard for me to be coachable because I am very controlling. And I can tell you that just from that, like I've just been like, Lisa, Gabby, my other 3 accountability partners, what do I need to do to level up, be coachable? And I already have my first meeting with the distributor. So it's just really exciting. Like, this is why you go to trainings. You got to hear it. I've been in the business 4.5 years and it's finally settling in. So, on that note, I'm excited to in the STS takeaways. They were all powerful, and I'm excited to pass it on to millionaire team member, almost 7.5, Alexis Pelfrey.
Yeah! Courtney, thank you, team. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yay!
Thank you so much. I'll be quick because I know you guys, we wrap up the call at 8 o'clock, and Lisa said you guys will put your ending thoughts in your thread, so we're all good. So thank you for having me on. I'll share my quick story and then just talk about rallying around each other for each of our goals in 7.5 and really kind of what all that is about. So I just want to shoot a couple congratulations to everybody on the call, but definitely the DAP qualifiers and the qualified producer. I mean, that's awesome. And Courtney, it's just so cool to watch you grow. She stepped away, but Courtney, it's so cool to watch you grow from the beginning. So I'm excited for you and your distributor call tonight. Please let me know how that goes. And recruiting is a big part of it. That's the only way to grow Royalty Check, an organization and a team, and you've got to be able to grow yourself to do that. So I'm excited for you and everybody on the call. So if I haven't met you, I'll share my quick story with you. So 10 years ago, this is my 10th year in Herbalife, which is so crazy. But 10 years ago, I was a little brokenhearted. My mom just died. I was in my first season of playing soccer in college. And I was also broken-minded. Grew up in a poverty mindset. My dad was an AA. And I was just really headed down that path. I was drinking, I was partying, I was waitressing. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I was just broken-minded, broken-hearted, and really just rock bottom, I would say, right before I found Herbalife. So I was waitressing, making $1,000 a month, if that. You guys know how that goes if you've been servers before, working shift to shift or paycheck to paycheck, really struggling in all areas. I was couch surfing. I had no address from the time I was about 17 to 21, no address anywhere. I was always broke and I sure in the heck was fluffy because I was waitressing at an Italian restaurant. So that was free pasta and free bread and all that kind of stuff. So fluffy, not feeling good in my own skin. I definitely wasn't an athletic body anymore. No direction is the more important thing. I really just didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that my mom wouldn't be proud of where I was. So I moved back in with my dad, and he was married to a woman who hates the air I breathe. So I was really motivated to get out of there, but I needed money and I needed a substantial, or a consistent income. I needed something really for my life, or a purpose for my life. So my motivation to get out was my why at the time. And your whys change if you've been in Herbalife for a while, they kind of shift. So I actually answered an ad to be an assistant for this couple in Kansas City. Most of you know Brad and Pam Harris or heard their story, but it was the first nutrition club in Kansas City, and they needed help. So Pam got me started on the products. She was doing my wellness profile, and I earned my products, actually, you guys, because I didn't have any money. So I drug 3 of my family members who were kicking and screaming and negative. I was like, you just have to buy products, please. I don't even care if you drink them. Like, that's how negative my family was. So they were like, you're crazy. We don't even know what you're doing. But I was like, it doesn't matter. I just want to earn my products. So I earned my products, got started on my products. And Brad was talking about things like personal development and leadership. And I have never heard those words before Herbalife. We did not grow up in that kind of household. My dad always talked about champagne tastes on beer budget and money doesn't grow on trees. And some of those things that I think he meant well, but were really like into my mind and really had my mindset messed up. But I was a terrible assistant. So I was terrible at Excel and PowerPoint and all of those things, but I loved people. So I actually got fired from being an assistant and decided to be a coach. But I was a little scared of sales. I didn't want people to feel pressured. I really don't like that part of thing, but I realized how good I was feeling. I got results on the products. I lost 10% body fat and went from an 8 to a 2, which was awesome. So I got my moxie back. And that's important because I started to feel good about myself and I wanted other people to feel good. I wanted other people to get their moxie back. And that was my drive. So results really spoke for themselves, right? I was showing people my before and after picture. And I went to my first event, decided to make my first 90-day plan. So that's important. When I first started, I did 1,000 flyers a day with accountability partner. My accountability partner was Brad's son, Tyler. We were doing shake parties, just like Casey was talking about, lunch and learns. And then I realized the importance of bringing people to the events and how that leverages your time and really grows your check and really grows your organization. So I started to search for like my first distributor, if you will. So I had my hairstylist on the products and she lost 30 pounds. She was feeling amazing, looking good. And I was like, please come do this business with me. Like, you see so many people a day. Like, people just talk to you. Like, you could do this. And she kept shoving me off and said no. And when I hear the word no, especially now, I'm a little feisty. I'm like, well, okay, fine. Who do you know? So tell me who you know who wants to make money, because she was clearly like, oh, Saturdays are busy hairstylist days. I can't come to your event. And I was like, okay. So she passes me a referral for Donna and Cheryl Bargery, which are Millionaire Team members in my organization. That was the very first conversation about coaching and distributorship, and they came to the event. They were my first distributors. They're still in the business now. They were my first supervisors. And then I had a moment of, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys have had that moment, but I was like, I don't think I'm a leader, or I don't know how to be a leader, and I don't know if I am a leader. So all these doubts started to pop into my head and realized that I had a poverty mindset. So personal development was the shift for me. I had to start reading and implementing what I was reading. And I wasn't taking that seriously up until that moment. So I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is one of my first books. I really highly recommend it if you are in a poverty mindset or that type of environment. It really changed my mindset about money and where people are with money. My hairstylist was not an entrepreneur. So it just shifted my whole mindset just a little bit. Not totally about leaders, but I could start seeing myself as an entrepreneur and I could do this. Active World Team, 9 months. Global Expansion Team, 1 year. 3 years to Millionaire Team. It was incredible, you guys. And such a high, fast check for me, a broke girl from Kansas who is making $1,000 a month is all of a sudden making $12,000 a month. I was making in 1 month what I was making all year long, you guys. And I was like, woo! I was like excited about life. I was traveling the world. I was being a guest speaker for Herbalife anywhere they asked me to. I went to Montreal. I went to Florida like 3 times. I went to Michigan. I went to Minnesota. I mean, I went everywhere. And it was incredible. And I'm grateful. But I stopped working as hard as I was in the beginning. I was going on the vacations. I've earned 6 vacations in Herbalife, which is incredible. Those are free vacations. And creating friendships for life. Like Lisa said, I mean, there's these relationships in life that were amazing, but I wasn't growing anymore because I wasn't working like I was in the beginning. So, and then, I just kind of lost my purpose, lost my why. I got a divorce, which kind of sent me into a quiet depression, if anybody kind of knows what that means. I wasn't allowed to feel like that, I felt like, because I was this happy, bubbly person, and I was really covering up how I was feeling. And I just lost my purpose, and it was just insane. But I didn't quit, and that's just a point that I want to tell you guys is I never quit. I never quit taking the products. I never stopped getting clients. I just wasn't as active as I was. I just wasn't sure where my place was or what my purpose was. So I go into Extravaganza last year, and I am like not feeling good about myself or where I am or what's happening. But I'm super grateful too. But I'm just being vulnerable with you guys and opening with you guys. And I walk into Extravaganza and I'm like, okay, I need to change my mindset, right? So here I am. What's my intent? What's my purpose? What do I want out of this event? I want to find out what's my passion, what's my purpose, what's something I can get behind and something I can take back to Kansas City and do right now. And some of that was Team Beauty, just as an example. So I've heard the Team Beauty. I started Warrior Queens here in Kansas City, and it was phenomenal. It gave me a purpose of being behind women in self-empowerment, self-love, women empowerment. My dog is scratching the floor. Stop. And it just gave me a purpose again. So I came back to Kansas City. I was ready to start again. I was getting a business coach. I was reading again. I was fired up. Jim Rohn, Mark Hughes, everything in my head. Connected with Lisa, connected with our team, and really was like, okay, I'm refocused. This is incredible. I am ready to go. So I'm ready to move beyond Millionaire Team because for me, Millionaire Team was my school. And whatever pin you have spent the most time in, it is your school and it is teaching you all kinds of lessons. And Millionaire Team, I'm so grateful. It's an incredible amount of income. And but it's more about the woman that I became during this time. The ups and the downs and it's not always sunshine and rainbows, but I stuck it out and I'm resilient and I'm persistent and I'm here to take anyone who wants to go with me. So one of my mantras is 10 coaches, 10K a month. 10 coaches, 10K a month, 10 coaches, 10K a month. Who is going to be one of those 10 coaches that is making 10 grand a month? And that is part of my purpose too, is I want you to have the lifestyle too. I want you to go on vacations. I want you to be guest speaking. I want you to go hang out at Amber Wick's house or Heather Swart's house or Bill and Chrissy Garvey or wherever you want to go or whatever you want to do, but you have the lifestyle you want to have. So I'm ready, and 7.5 to me represents all of you and represents a team. And the only way for a 7.5 check to happen is for you guys to grow and for you guys to be successful. And so that's what really matters, is you guys changing your pins, you guys changing your income and your bank account and whatever matters to you, and that I help you and stand behind you and Lisa getting Millionaire Team, and everybody changing their pins. And that's what it really represents to me, because all ships rise when the tide rises, right? So we all rise together. That's the only way this happens. That's it. We rise together. So even if you're in the water, you are rising because we're all going and we're all doing this. So I had this dream of being president's team in 2018 because that's 10 years in Herbalife. And I really believe it's going to happen. We're so close to 7.5 this month and changing a pin at Extravaganza, which hasn't happened in 5 years for me. But all of you will be a representation of that. You know, I can't do it on my own. And there's no way I'd want to. I want all of you walking across stage, changing a pin too, if not two. So I stopped right at 8 o'clock. Look at that. I was perfect. I wanted to be honorable of all of your time. But I hope that you got to know me a little bit and share my story if I haven't met you yet. And Lisa, I don't know if you have anything, any questions.
I mean, you guys, like, Alexis, we want you to know that, like, we are 100% like crystal clear that you're going to hit 7.5. I'm getting chills. I'm like getting emotional. It's not hormones. I know. Yeah, you guys, like, aren't we like so behind Alexis helping her to get to 7.5? And we understand that means like pins are going to change all over the place on this team, you know? But like, we want that for you so bad. You guys, she was only 4,000 volume points away last month. I was like, girl, why didn't you tell us? So now we know for sure, like, because there's lots of momentum and we're bringing new coaches all the time and, you know, really plugging in that it's going to happen this month. But keep us posted along the way so that we know, you know, like, because we want to know. We're like really engaged.
Yep, we're going to hit it. It's awesome, you guys. I'm so excited. I want to hear what pin changes for you guys and where you guys are going, what your level is now, what your next level is, and what we can do to help you get there. So.
Yeah. And what do you guys think about maybe having Alexis on another call for a training?
Oh yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a call for Shannon Jackson actually on Thursday night. So, and that was fun. So she just asked me to share 10 points that I've learned in my Millionaire Team School pin. So I can definitely share those with you guys. I would love to.
We would love that.
Yeah. So exciting, you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you, and Fernando holding it down as the only guy on the call. You got it, bud. Yes. And you shared something earlier that I just wanted to say, I used to have a story in my head, never too much. You're never too much. You never are. That used to be a story of mine in my head, that I was too much for people. And if I'm too much for people, they're not my people. You know, so you got this, Fernando. You got it. So,
awesome. Thank you so much, Alexis.
Thank you. Bye, you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys. So we'll Tiffany will put the next steps in the thread so we can hop off. But you guys, let's have an incredible week. It's like, is this end of the month? When does end of the month? Is it Friday?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. I don't even know what day it is today. Okay, awesome, you guys. So let's hustle. Alexis will keep us posted. We'll keep her posted too, as we have DAP qualifiers and pin changes and highest volumes and stuff than we've ever had. So it's going to be a major teamwork. So excited for you, Alexis. You guys, let's have an awesome week, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.